Grand Rising, gods and goddesses. I'm your girl, Davina Bay. As you already know, Asiatic confabulation is always the topic of the nation, so let's get right into it. Today, I want to talk about pretty much how I became a Moor, in a sense, right? Okay, so when I say how I became a Moor, I was born a Moor, right? So to me, Moor has the meaning of it's really a general term. So it's any copper colored being. I'm a copper colored being. I got a penny right here. Copper challenge. Oh, my bad. Y'all can't really see that. Anyways, get a penny, put it on your hand. If you're a shade of it, you're a Moor, period. It doesn't have any religious meaning to me. It doesn't have any, like, people be getting carried away with this whole Moor stuff. Like, it is literally, to me, it's a way of life, but it's a way of life being when you find out your nationality, when you find out you're not black, because this little piece right here on my little outfit, it's black, okay? I'm not. I'm copper. I'm closer colored to a penny. Okay, so that's what I mean when I say Moor, right? Okay, so how I kind of got on this journey, how I kind of got started, whatever situation may be, pretty much, look, I was at this plantation, right? I kind of can't, like, well, let me start here. I've always known something wasn't right, just didn't really know what, okay? So to me, it doesn't make sense. I shouldn't have to slave at a 9 to 5 to pay my bills, to pay a car note, a mortgage, whatever the situation may be. If this country was built on the backs of black slaves, my grandma, sister, auntie, cousin, somebody that's related to me, done built something out here. I shouldn't have to pay for it, point blank, period. That's just how I feel. So anyways, I was at this plantation, me and this girl, we was talking about like the placenta and the birth certificate, and that kind of just, you feel me, rabbit hole from there is all I'm gonna say. Like, the birth certificate is used on the stock exchange market, you know, they kind of force you to get it. There's some hidden adhesions that you don't really know about when you're signing this birth certificate. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of stuff. Like, you know how they say there's always somebody in the world that looks like you? Yeah, it's probably because your mama left the placenta from you at the hospital. And what they do, they experiment on it. They take it to the Vatican. They do whatever. I'm going to just go ahead and say this right now. Look, whatever I tell y'all, I'm not a licensed attorney or tax expert. Please go seek professional advice. You feel me? Like, this is just my opinion, my perspective based on my research. Do your own research, people. I cannot stress that enough. Do your own research. It's 2021. This is the age of information, period. Go do your research, man. Get it done. Anyways, so as I was doing research on the birth certificate and the placenta, what they do with it, stock exchange market, the DTC, all of that stuff kind of led me to understand that they was real slick about it. And I can't say that I can't appreciate it because of, I mean, that's just, you know, it's slick. You feel me? You gotta, I don't know, you gotta love that. Anyways, my point is, like, okay, so I'm doing research about the birth certificate. I'm doing research about the placenta. At this time, I don't have no babies. Okay, so it just, like, I have nothing but time on my hands. I always self-medicate, so do your research. Don't believe what I'm saying. You feel me? But do your research. Anyways, point being, like, I started looking into it, and being black to me never really made sense even growing up, because, I mean, I'm not black. I grew up in a predominantly white area, right? Now that I'm knowledgeable, I do not call these Europeans white people. They're not European. They're not white. You know, they're Europeans. I know this because growing up in a predominantly white area, I would ask them, like, are you, like, what are you? What are you, like, are you white? What are you? Oh, no, I'm not white. I'm British. I'm France. I'm not France, but I'm French. You feel me? I'm Polish. I'm Swedish. They never say they're white, period. They don't. So for me to say I'm black, it doesn't make sense because they don't say they're white. So, you know, it just, you know, so I just went, when I really got down to the bottom of it, I came across this word called Moor, right? So to me, the word Moor and American are interchangeable. So if you're on this channel and you hear me use these words interchangeably, it's because, to my understanding, based on my research, they are interchangeable. A Moor is a copper-colored being. An American is a copper-colored being, period. Look it up. Like, look it up. I'll put some definitions in here from the dictionaries that I've looked in. Obviously, Black's Law's dictionary are always the best. But I'll drop some definitions in there for y'all so you can see yourself. Look it up. You feel me? I'm not making it up. It's not coming from DavinasDictionary.com. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. But when I got more into it, I'm coming to understand that this whole Moor stuff that people be talking about, like, they try to make it seem bad to steer you away. But to my understanding, right, being a Moor is nothing but studying the laws, being able to articulate it, being part and parcel of your government, period. Period. That's all it means. I've heard, oh, that more stuff. What more stuff? What? Law? Because if that's what you're trying to say, just say you on that lawful stuff. You studying law. Okay. Like, what are we doing anyways? Like, nothing. So I just feel like when it came to the whole Moor thing and how people, oh, you're not a Moor, you're this and that. No, I am a descendant of Moroccan people born here in America, not the United States, okay? Because that's two separate things. I don't know if y'all notice when y'all be watching this TV, right? The television, right? When you watch that, sometimes they'll say United States, sometimes they'll say United States of America. If it was all the same, why wouldn't they use the same terms? People from other countries, they don't say, oh, you're from, they put it like this. They say, oh, you're from the States? And if you've been out of the country, you know this. They, oh, you're from the States? People that come from Africa, they don't say they're black. They say, I'm Nigerian, I'm Liberian, I'm Kenyan. Like, they're very specific, you feel me? Like, the term black does not, I don't feel like it fits me, okay? African American doesn't fit me because nobody in my tribe was brought here on a slave ship. Maybe in yours, I ain't got nothing against that. I'm just saying, I'm not African American, okay? Africa's a continent, America's a continent. How can I be both? And if that's the case, then why don't people from Africa come over here and why don't they say they're African American? Anyways, don't make sense, so do your research. Like, if it doesn't make sense when you use your own brain and think with your own brain, look, do your research. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, do your research. When it comes, like I said, when it comes to this whole Moor stuff, like, I truly discovered that I was a Moor, I want to say about 5 to 6 years ago. And from then on out, it's rabbit hole. You feel me? I've been diving in. You see, I got that Moroccan flag back there. I'm representing my nationality all day, every day. If you come into this casa, you're going to see this flag right here, period. Because I'm representing my nation. I've never been black, okay? Since the day I was born, I've never been black, period. I've never been black. Do you hear me? They don't even make logical sense if you think about, no, I mean, if here's the thing, if we want to talk about colors, shit, I'm brown. You feel me? Nice chocolate brown. Anyways, I'm not, y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. Like, all I'm ultimately saying is do your research, come to your own conclusions, and break generational curses, man. Break generational curses, because I can't lie to you and say it's been smooth sailing, because when I found out about this, you feel me, the type of person that I am, okay, I was trying to tell everybody, like, you, I'm trying to tell everybody, and everybody's like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, no, what you saying don't make sense. And if it does make it make sense, not the point. The point is, when you get into this information, you have to come to an understanding that everybody does not know the same information as you. Everybody does not have the same information as you. And you have to respect their opinion, even if you don't agree with it. Let's just say that, okay? So when I started telling family and associates and just people that I conversate with, it was different, right? Because some people are like, oh, prove it. Prove it for what? Because here's the thing, whether I prove it or not, it's going to benefit me, okay? And whether I prove it to you or not, I mean, it could bring benefit to you, but even if I do prove it to you and you decide not to act on it, that was a waste of me trying to prove something, because you didn't even, like, it still didn't benefit you, right? So prove it. You know, that's not my job, okay? My job is not to prove anything to you. My job is to make you think, to help you kind of be like, maybe I should do some research about that, because that don't sound right. That's what I'm here for, okay? I've studied a lot. Like I said, I've been kind of going down the rabbit hole for 5 to 6 years now, going on 7 years, honestly. Like, it's been interesting. Honestly, it does not get boring. I can tell y'all that. It does not get boring, because when I'm reading stuff, I'm like, oh, snap, wait, that's this. Let me go back and wait, what? Yes, look, y'all, it gets wild. So when I say this more stuff, right, this all consists of, like I said, being part and parcel of your government, knowing about the FDCPA, knowing about the FCRA, knowing about the Truth in Lending Acts, knowing about United States codes, knowing about criminal resource manuals, the IRS codes, the internal revenue manuals, all those, like, everything is a tax issue. I cannot even express that enough. Like, be part and parcel of your government, period. There's a reason that they didn't go in depth with you when it came to history, because history, law, and religion, to me, they all coincide, like they go together, because when you look at history, that's kind of where the law came from. People like to say, oh, that's not true, man. Look, here's the thing. First of all, do your research. Second of all, I'm not hearing these old documents don't matter, because when was the Constitution created? That we still live off that today. Like, that's still an act today. And you know what else I've learned? when it's like the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, right? Anything that has act on the end of it, yo, those are actual laws. And I don't know if y'all noticed, y'all ever been to court, y'all ever been pulled over, y'all ever got a ticket, whatever the situation is dealing with these people. When I say these people, I mean attorneys, judges, police officers, lawyers, liars, whatever. You know, they sound the same to me, so I'm just the same. Anyways, they do lie, but all I'm saying is when you deal with these people are debt collectors, okay? When you get pulled over by a policy enforcer, aka police officer, right? When you get pulled over by them, you really are getting carjacked, you're getting robbed. Like, if they take your car, you're getting carjacked. If they want some money from you, you're being robbed. They're debt collectors, you feel me? They're debt collectors, point blank, period. Know about the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. You need to know about that, period. Look it up. FDCPA. You feel me? Get to know that. Before you get to know that, get to know the Truth in Lending Act, right? Anything that has act on the end of it, they're actual laws. Other than that, when you get pulled over by these people, you violated a statute or code or regulations you didn't follow. That's not a law. If these words were so interchangeable, I'm telling y'all, look, there's a reason that they use certain words. This is never, never, never a coincidence, okay? It's never a coincidence. They don't, one minute they say, oh, you break the law, you broke the law, but then they'll say, well, you violated statute 1742. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not trying to hear that. Did I break a law or did I violate a statute? And then if I violated a statute, does that even apply to me? I know if I broke a law, okay, that's different, right? That's different. People like to say, oh, Moors think they're above the law. No, Moors know the law. If you're a true, active, not passive, active Moor, you know the law, period, okay? You know the law. So I'm not above the law, right? I just know the law. So there's a difference between knowing the law and being above the law. Being above the law is like, oh, I feel like, you know, these laws don't apply to me. No, that's not what we're saying. We're saying I'm aware of the law and I know that this actual law applies to me. Laws apply to me, not statutes, not codes, not regulations, not anything else. That's all I'm saying. Not anything else has, like, I don't think I'm above the law, right? I just know the law so I can articulate the law, so I know my rights, right? So if you know your rights, you can articulate that. It's not you being above the law. You just know that if somebody tells you the sky is green, like, you use your common sense and you tell them, no, you're wrong, the sky is blue, because, well, my eyes aren't lying to me, are they? Okay, so it has nothing to do with me feeling like, oh, I'm above the law. No. I'm not above the law. I just know the law. So you can't pull a fast one on me. You can't pull the wool over my eyes and say, oh, you broke this law. Well, tell me what law I broke. Because did I break a law or did I violate a statute? And if I violated a statute, did that statute apply to me before it was violated? Because if it didn't apply to me, then you can't say that I violated something that doesn't apply to me. That's like saying McDonald's employees and customers have to abide by the same rules. Okay? That is just not true. It just doesn't make logical sense. If I'm a customer and I go into McDonald's, they can't tell me I have to be in uniform. That doesn't make sense. Okay? I'm a customer. I'm a consumer. Okay? I'm a consumer. I don't work for y'all. Y'all's rules don't apply to me. Same in the world. This is the world that you live in, being part and parcel of your government. I cannot express that enough. Like, know the law. Know what applies to you and what doesn't. Correct your status. Obviously, nationality is always the order of the day. Get your nationality card. Check out Criminal Resource Manual Section 1508. Read it again and 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 understand that the birth certificate is not meant to identify you. A driver's license is not meant to identify you. Even a personal identification card or your state ID, right? That's not really meant to identify you. A birth certificate is a piece of paper. It's not meant to identify you because it doesn't look like you. And to be honest, I could say that your birth certificate is mine and you could say, and vice versa, you feel me? Who's going to know the difference besides your parents? Right? Nobody's going to know the difference, especially if we're about the same age or we at least look about the same age. All I'm saying is the birth certificate was not meant to identify you. There are no physical features. You don't look nothing like that birth certificate. There isn't even a photo on there. So you are only that birth certificate if you claim to be so. But that birth certificate is a piece of paper. Not only that, but it's a corporation. It's a sole proprietorship corporation, right? So the birth certificate is not meant to identify you. The driver's license is not meant to identify you. The driver's license is meant to give you permission from massa to be able to drive on the roads, okay? So if I don't need permission from massa to drive on the roads, then I don't need a driver's license, period. That's all I'm saying. Criminal Resource Manual Section 1508. Look it up, okay? Look it up. The driver's license, if If I'm not driving and people are like, oh, that's that Moor talk, driving and traveling, they're the same. No, they're not. By definition, listen to me. By definition, they are not the same. Driving is a commercial activity. Traveling is going from point A to point B. You get paid to drive. You got Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, taxi drivers, bus drivers, etc. You get the point, okay? That is driving. If I'm getting paid to take you from point A to point B, or if I'm getting paid to go from point A to point B, that is driving, period. Period. If you are not getting paid to drive, like Uber, Lyft, taxis, and bus drivers, and etc., you're not driving. You're traveling. You're going from point A to point B. That's traveling. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. As I can say, look it up. Like, that's traveling. Period. So when you get pulled over and, oh, that's that Moor, that's that sovereign citizen. First of all, sovereign citizen is an oxymoron. That doesn't even make logical sense. So that's another way that somebody knows that you really haven't been studying. Oh, I'm a sovereign citizen. Boy, you silly. You a silly person. That's what you are. Okay? Because sovereign means you govern yourself. Citizen means you have to abide by certain laws. So you govern yourself and you abide by certain laws? No, you got to pick a side. Get off the fence, man. Get off the fence. So y'all, it's just so much. Like, it's just so much. I'm going to be making a lot of videos for any beginner Moors, right? But when everybody's a beginner, I'm still a beginner, right? It doesn't matter how long you've been in it. You're always a beginner. I'm never an expert because there's always more to learn. They always trying to find new ways to scam you, trick you, whatever the situation is. They're always trying to find new ways. So I'm always a beginner because they're always putting out new stuff, and there's always stuff to know, to learn. You always have to educate yourself, just every single day, at least for an hour a day. Educate yourself. Period. Educate yourself, educate your babies, educate your family. Even if they don't want to hear it, just drop little seeds, you feel me, here and there. Like, are you black? And they're going to be like, yeah. And I'm like, how? You know, I'm very, like, I ask a lot of questions because when I ask you questions, it's not like I'm telling you something, right? I'm asking you a question. And when you come to the conclusion in your own head, you're like, wait a minute. That sounded silly coming out of my mouth. Like, yeah, I'm sure it did. I'm black and I'm proud. Who? Where? Huh? First of all, I'm not black, so might be proud, okay? But not black. See, there's a difference. I'm brown and I'm proud, okay? But see, the thing about it is, when you take a language away from a people, like, the culture is always in the language. So when you take a language away from a people, it's like everything. It's like a domino effect. You take away the language, they stop talking their language, they stop believing in their own religion, they stop doing their own cultural practices, it's just a bunch of stuff that changes when you take away somebody's, or not even somebody's, but a nation of people. When you take away a people's language, right? That's detrimental. That's shit. You might as well say that's like genocide, because you're trying to kill off that group of people, you know? So also on this channel, I always want to educate y'all. So every video that I make pertaining to this stuff, this topic, right, that I'm talking about, I'm gonna throw out a new word for y'all so y'all can get y'all's vocabulary up, you know? So the word of the day today is going to be confabulation. Yes, sir, confabulation, all right? So obviously the name of my channel is Asiatic Confabulation, okay? So confabulation is just conversation. Right now, this, me and you listening to me conversate, that's what confabulation is. Cool, huh? Yeah, so we always learn a new word. I got some other words coming for y'all. Obviously, every video, I'm always learning new words. So I like to broaden my vocabulary horizon and, sound extra intelligent when I go out here speaking to these Europeans, okay? Just stand on your square. Nationality is always the order of the day. Study. Educate yourself as much as you can. Take notes. When you're studying, it's definitely important to take notes. Like, I'm also going to make a video maybe later on about how to study. I know that sounds like a simple topic, but this is how they got us, like, in this day and age, by saying, oh, don't worry about the little stuff. It's the simple stuff. Just don't worry about it. Oh, just no. I'm going to worry about the simple stuff. I'm going to worry about the small stuff, because growing up, right, I was told a lot, oh, Davina, don't worry about the small stuff. It's okay. Don't sweat it. Don't worry about the small stuff, girl. Oh, that's just little. That don't matter. No. Yes, it does. Okay. It matters. You want to know why it matters? I'm going to tell you why it matters. Because if I change something little here and you don't worry about it, and I change something little here and you don't worry about it, and I change something here and you don't worry about it, and shit, by the time you look up, I didn't change the whole thing. You didn't even notice. But this is why the small things do matter. Because let's take a word, right? Morning. MORNING. right? When you wake up, you hear people say all the time, oh, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, how are you, good morning, right? Okay, morning. Okay, that's Morning, right? That's morning. But if somebody dies, Mourning, morning, you're sad. Somebody just died. That's morning and morning. All I did was add one letter, take away one letter. It was the U. Mourning or Morning. Morning or morning. Which one is it? Shit. If you ask me, they both sound the same, and they taught you in school spelling, and you already know spelling, and you watch movies and little TV shows, they spell casting, got the witches casting spells and this and that. They teach you spelling so you can cast spells. And spells are only the words that you're using. The words, because words backwards is swords, okay? So the pen has always been mightier than the sword, and that's why. That's why. Because I can be so slick with my words and make you agree to something that you didn't even want to really agree to. Like, you didn't even know what you was agreeing to, but you did, and ignorance of the law, not an excuse. Don't matter. You don't get away with, well, I didn't know. You don't get away with that. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. You know better, you do better. So the more you know, the more you grow is all I'm saying, And I just I can't stress this enough to broaden your vocabulary horizon, people. Broaden your vocabulary horizon. It takes nothing to download a dictionary app and go over a word a day, new word a day, and try to use it, I'm not going to say try. I don't like that word. Make an attempt to learn a new word and use that word in your everyday speech. Like when you speak, use it. Use the word. I say confabulation all the time. What are you doing? Girl, nothing. I'm confabulating with this whoever, And now that I've used the word so much, when I talk to people, which I only talk to like a handful of the same people, right? So when I talk to them, it went from, what does that mean? Girl, you silly. Why are you using that word too? Now it doesn't even faze them. Oh, girl, who you confabulating with? Man, I'm confabulating with this, that, you feel me? Making calls, doing my little coaching calls, whatever the situation may be. If you want a coaching call with me, Davina Bay, aisconfab.com. You can go on there and schedule a coaching call. Give me your whether you want me to contact you via phone first or email. Go ahead and just give me your information. We can schedule a coaching call. It's going to be an hour coaching call and kind of just guide you in the right direction and help you set goals. I know people need accountability partners, so definitely that. I can help you with that. Just kind of getting this information, studying, status correction, nationality, just making a change in your entire life, breaking generational curses. I'm here to help you break your generational curses. I'm doing it as we speak, breaking generational curses. I'm trying to have multiple estates. And like I said, I hate that word trying, but I'm making an attempt. I'm doing what I can to gain multiple estates, okay? Not saying that's not something that I don't already have, but like I said, multiple, right? I want multiple estates. I want multiple mode of conveyances, right? Mode of conveyance is just a little fancy word for vehicle, if y'all didn't know that. Estates is fancy word for a house, right? Okay, so I want multiple estates. I want multiple conveyances. I want to be able to pass down these things to my babies, right? Because I can't pass down a job to my baby. Okay, I can't. I simply can't. And I don't want to raise my baby like how I was raised, in the sense of, oh, when you get 18, you better go out there and get a job. That really translates to, when you get 18, go out there and become a slave. Not that you're not already a slave, but become a beneficial slave, right? And I'm good. I'm good. I thought slavery was over. Yeah, you thought, but go check out that Constitution and you can become a slave, all for the price of being labeled a criminal, okay? All they got to do is label you as a criminal, boo-boo. That's it. And then once you get to the prison systems, you got free labor, okay? They getting free labor off you. We'll talk about child support in another video, but women, females, ladies, if you ever think you want to put your man on child support, listen to me. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to lose in the end, because if he's not paying you now, right? When he gets on child support, what make you think that he going to pay you then? He's probably not, okay? And then once you put him on child support and he doesn't pay money that he already wasn't paying, He's probably going to end up going to jail, okay? You may or may not feel bad, okay? They're making money off him, the government. You're probably sending money to him, okay? So make it make sense is all I'm saying. Because if I'm going to put this man that I had a baby with on child support because he's not paying me, I put him on child support, he still doesn't pay me, then he's probably going to quit his job or not have a job because child support is going to be taken from him. Then he's going to get locked up. They're benefiting off of him. He's still not paying me child support. Okay, I'm still not getting anything. And if anything, it's probably taken away from me because I probably feel bad. And so I'm probably going to put money on his books to give him some type of commissary. So I did all that to end up giving more money away. Think. That don't make sense, okay? That don't make sense. That don't make sense. It don't, it won't, it can't, it ain't. No, doesn't make sense. So, anyways, that's another topic for another video. But, like I said, with this whole Moor, right? And I'm going to keep saying the Moor thing because, look, people get crazy with this stuff. It's not as crazy as they're trying to make it seem. All it is, like I said, being part and parcel of your government, knowing the laws, knowing the statutes that they try to say apply to you, knowing the codes, regulations. Like, how many times have you seen somebody get locked up and the policy enforcer says, put your hands behind your back, you violated statute 1722? Yeah, never, right? Never happened, never. They do say you broke the law, but then when you get to court and they tell you your charges, it's not you breaking the law, it's you violating a statute or a code. But you have to step back and think about, does that statute apply to you? Does that code apply to you? I'm saying this as an example, but do you work for McDonald's? So how the manager at McDonald's gonna write you up? Yeah, I don't even work here. How you gonna write me up for being late when I don't work here? And then you so silly, you're like, oh, I'm sorry, massa. I won't be late again. Like, huh? Like, what? That don't make sense. That's all I'm saying. Just make it make sense. That's really ultimately what I'm saying. Make it make sense, okay? If you can make it make sense, cool. But if you can't, then it probably just doesn't make sense, and you probably need to do your research and get some more information so you can be knowledgeable, right? Who wants to be ignorant? Okay, never mind. A lot of people actually want to be ignorant. People do want to be ignorant. I mean, I know a few of them where they're just like, shit, I like slave life. That's just what they say. I just want y'all to know, again, I'm not a licensed attorney or tax expert. This is for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. Do your research. If you need professional advice, seek professional help, okay? I'm not licensed, which we'll get into that on another video because LeBron didn't need a license to practice basketball. Anyways, like I said, that'll be another video, okay? But all I'm saying is, do your research. Don't be bamboozled, hoodwinked, jaded. Is that the word I'm looking for? I think so. Played, right? Don't get played because you don't know. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Remember that. I'm a Moor, period. I'm not black, never been black, ain't gonna be black, right? So I have nothing against Europeans, okay? I am not racist, right? Because I can't be racist, okay? I can't be racist. The main reason that I, Davina, cannot be racist is because there's only one race. It's the human race. So, boom. You can't say I'm racist because I cannot be racist, right? It's not even logically possible. So, there's that. I don't have anything against Europeans. I just personally feel like I'm not against Europeans, but here's the thing. Lions look out for lions. Sheep look out for sheep. Okay? I'm a lion. I'm not looking out for no sheep. I'm looking out for lions. If I see a sheep, I'm probably gonna eat them. I ain't got nothing against you. I'm just not a sheep. You feel me? If that makes sense, hit that like button. Subscribe. Comment. Ask questions. Give topic suggestions down below. Put some topic suggestions with whatever you want to hear me confabulate about. Put that in the comments, man. If y'all like this video, if it was educational for you, if it provided you some good information, if it kind of made you think about anything or just wonder or even study, do some research, hit that bell, get these notifications for when I'm on, okay? So y'all can get the most information for the nation. um, Obviously, I want this to grow and become a bigger thing right now. We're just kind of getting everything started. I've been planning for so long. Do y'all hear me? I've been planning stuff for so long. Like, I have a bunch of notebooks over there with like all my plans written down, but it's just like, when are you gonna start? How long are you gonna plan? Like, what is your planning period? I feel like I've been planning for so long. At this point, I'm just ready to start putting stuff in play, putting stuff in action, getting the ball on the roll. Like I said, I have a website. I'm about to start doing a vending machine business. I'm about to start doing t-shirts, selling merchandise. So let me know if y'all are interested in the merchandise. I mean, if y'all want hoodies, shirts, crop tops, whatever y'all want. A's Confab. Already, like I said, man, Asiatic confabulation is always the topic of the nation. Nationality is the order of the day. I mean, get it done. We can talk all day, but at the end of the day, we have to put forth some effort to make stuff happen. Like, I do want to talk about stuff. I do want to plan stuff. I do want to get like a blueprint set out for everything. But I'm also, in talking about it, I'm also going to need the start date, because I can have a blueprint, but when are we going to start building? The 17th, the 24th? Like, when are we going to start building? So ultimately, I want to get a whole like community group of people, a whole tribe. Like, we don't have to be blood related. Honestly, if you ask me, every copper colored being is my cousin. You feel me? Y'all are my cousins, unless you're maybe older than me. You might be my auntie, might be my uncle, whatever the situation is. I get all skin folk ain't kinfolk. I get that. So I need you all to my business. But you get the point. I want a community of people for us to all reside either in the same area, or just like, I'm just gonna say, I want us to all reside in the same area ultimately, right? This is my end goal. I want a community of people to all reside in the same area. I want our babies to grow up together and have like minds. I want study groups. I want coaching calls. It's just so much stuff that I want, right? But we're gonna get there. We are going to get there. Like I said, there's so much stuff that I want to do. Like with this website, more is coming soon with this website. Right now, I'm just offering coaching calls, okay? So if you want a coaching call, asconfab.com. I'll put the description down below in the description box. I'll put a link there. Y'all know links are life. Gratitude for being here, okay? Joining my channel. Always know, gods and goddesses, we are the creators of the world. Don't let nobody tell you that your melanated behind is not a god or goddess, okay? Like, this is going to be a topic for another video as well, but I'm just going to say this and I'm going to let it go. Look, you are God, okay? You're God. Not God with a big G, right? But you're God. If they call him Father God, if my father's a God, why would I not be? Anyways, like I said, another topic for another video, but you're gods and goddesses. Don't ever forget it. We're the creators of the nation, melanated beings. Like, we create stuff, we make it happen for ourselves. Continue to make it happen. Study. Nationality is the order of the day. I can help guide you with that. Like I said, I'm just doing coaching calls right now. Strictly coaching calls. I got you. 1 hour. Pick my brain. We can go over a multitude of things. Just remember, this is for educational, informational, entertainment purposes. I'm not a licensed attorney or tax expert. If you do need professional advice, please seek professional help. Okay. I love y'all. And in my videos, like, I want to try to keep some things consistent. You feel me? Consistency is key. So I'm always going to give y'all a word of the day, the definition. I'm probably going to use it in the video a few times, if not just once. I'm going to do a review on something. I'm not sponsored by anybody as of right now, but I mean, wouldn't that be cool? So I want to do a review on some water that I got. It's BLK water, right? It's black water, okay? It has an alkaline pH of 8.0. It's a functional water beverage, a blend of fulvic minerals, antioxidants, amino acids, and electrolytes, okay? It's a 16-ounce bottle. Got it from Sprouts, okay. I shook it up because it kind of looked like it did like maybe like separate a little bit, which it says it may separate if frozen, shake well, serve chilled, and consume within 3 days of opening. Okay, so I have not opened it at all. This is still freshly sealed. And I'm going to do a review for y'all on this water and just tell y'all how it tastes. Anyways, let me go ahead and get to it. Okay, I'm popping the seal. I don't know, people. I'm the person that sniffs stuff before I eat it or drink it, but black water. Tastes like water. Just looks black. It's a distinctly black beverage. This is black. Not me. No, I'm just playing. But no calories, no sugar, no caffeine, no flavor, and 0 dyes. I'm just gonna say, with my own brain, I don't think that's true. Because is water already black? Because I thought water was clear. But if there's no dye, how did you get it black? Okay, well, I mean, it's all about the advertisement, though. Nice, sleek little bottle, you know. And expires November 5th or 6th of 2022. So, yeah, not bad. BLK International LLC in Calabasas, California. They got Facebook and Instagram. Like I said, it tastes like, I mean, I don't, there's no aftertaste. It doesn't taste like tap water. I mean, some people say all water tastes the same. Doesn't taste like tap water. It definitely doesn't taste like Dasani. Does not taste like Aquafina, Evian, Fiji, Fuji. Y'all know the water I'm talking about. I don't know if y'all have had that Polar Springs water. If I think about the Polar Springs water, maybe it's similar, but it doesn't, like, yeah, hey, buy it and try it. It's not bad. Somebody actually recommended this to me through Instagram. So, yeah. Follow my Instagram account, A's Confab. All right. I put the link below the description for that. I have a Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. All right, A's Confab. You know, y'all. Let's get together, confabulate about some stuff, and write it down, get it done. All right. Black water. Try it. All right. Honestly, I would buy this again. Like, that's kind of how I rate stuff. That's how I rate stuff. I rate it to, would I buy it again? Because ultimately, if you would buy it again, then you liked it. If you wouldn't buy it again, you don't like it. You know? So, I would definitely buy it again. I actually bought 2. Kind of just, like I said, to try it out. But I will be back to go get some more. The stuff isn't bad. I think it's almost like I'm a round upper, right? So I just round stuff up. So it's about $3, right? A little less than $3. Take $3 in there, you got it. That's tax and everything. So yeah, BLK water, pretty good.